I get this over with, I can go back to the Mandalorian. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm on season two. He's about to meet Ahsoka, where he takes little baby Yoda to Ahsoka on some outer rim planet. Can't wait to see that whilst I eat my dinner. Okay. All right, counting down. Three, two, one. Hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Dante Jones here in the Dick Goddard Weather Center, talking the heat and humidity. Coming right on back. You thought summer was over, but no, it's not. As we get into this last week of unofficial summer, Labor Day usually starts the unofficial fall or into the unofficial summer, but things are going to start to be right on par. Cool down, heat up here for this last week, cool down just in time for Labor Day. So you'll notice that. But we do got some extreme heat, if you will, coming our way tomorrow, and then some chances for thunderstorms too. So we'll dive into that here for a minute, and then I'll get you back to your evening plans. Steamy weather coming for us tomorrow, where if you thought it was hot today, it's going to get a little hotter tomorrow. We're talking about temperatures as far as the real feel being somewhere around 100, give or take. And then some storms come in tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning. And then another round of storms come in on Friday evening through about Saturday early morning. And temperatures cool down as we get into the weekend, your Labor Day weekend, and into next week, where if you are a fall lover, you are going to like what's ahead. All right, heat advisory tomorrow from noon to 8, and that's for our western counties. So that includes Lorain County, Ashland, Richland, Huron, Erie, Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca counties, and then a air quality alert for the counties in gray there that you see: Lorain and Medina, Cuyahoga, Summit, Portage, Geauga, Lake, and Ashtabula counties. Because of the air is going to be so stagnant, going to be so hot and humid, the air is just going to be nasty. So those with breathing sensitivities, probably just not recommended to be outdoors tomorrow, nor exert a whole lot of energy tomorrow for that matter. Here are the dew point temperatures, or that measure of humidity that we like to use. And of course, we got that legend on the side for you, where it's going to feel like it is very uncomfortable for the next few days here as far as the humidity goes. Then it turns to just kind of sticky on Friday. And then Saturday, we get cooling temperatures and the humidity starts to come down to where it's a little more tolerable. And then Sunday and into next week, we get even cooler and drier air comes in. All right, here's the heat index futurecast. Look at those tomorrow. Mid to upper 90s for a lot of folks, and then around 100 out west. So a better chance out west of seeing the 100-degree heat. So that's why the heat advisor is really there, Lorain County and eastward or westward rather, because that's the best chance of seeing those really extreme heat. And then it tapers off the further east you head. So it's going to be a hot one tomorrow. Now, I will say Wednesday, while it is going to be on the warm side, and I'll back that up just a bit, it doesn't look like we'll have the heat for Wednesday that we have for Tuesday, but it's still going to be warm and muggy on Wednesday. And if we have any pop up showers or storms on Wednesday, that could lessen the heat. But if we stay dry and sunny, more sunshine than the models are thinking, then we could get a little hotter. But all in all, the feel like temperatures will be in the upper 80s to around 90 for Wednesday at this point. So today we started off at 69 and we got to 91. Our normals are 81 and 63 for this time of year, so you can certainly see we're well above that. Sunrise time is 6:48. Sunset nowadays are 8:09, like right about now. Sunset. The highs across the area today were in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Most of us were in the lower 90s. The only folks that really got close to tying their record was Mansfield. Their record was 92 degrees, but everybody else was still further away from the record. Currently, temperatures in the lower to mid 80s and some upper 70s up in Ashtabula, so it's still a warm night. on the muggy side. It's a typical summer night because it is still summer. The heat indices still in the 60s and 70s, so it is still pretty good amount of juice in the atmosphere. And we'll keep it that way overnight. Tonight's going to be a warm and muggy night, typical summer night in the lower 70s. Again, the heat index right now feels like we're in the mid to upper 80s. 91 in Findlay is what it feels like, 87 in New Philadelphia. So if you like summer like I do, you're really loving this. If you like fall and you really liked what we had last week, your season is coming. Don't you worry. And the weather for your season will come soon as next week, in all honesty. But it's a pretty quiet night, though. Temperatures in the 80s early on here and in the 70s for much of the late night and into the overnight. Partly to mostly clear skies. Going to be pretty quiet tonight. Tomorrow we get sunshine. We're going to be, for the most part, dry tomorrow. Can't rule out an isolated shower or storm, but better chances a front approaches the area of seeing a cluster of thunderstorms tomorrow overnight. And then Wednesday should stay relatively dry. Then we get late week. Another front comes in with some storms Friday into early Saturday, and that'll cool us down. This front won't necessarily do a whole lot temperature-wise. So here's tomorrow. Sunshine with an isolated pop-up shower or storm. Can't rule that out during the day tomorrow, even though this futurecast says dry. There is still the chance of an isolated pop-up shower, a thunderstorm during the day, but it's really here overnight, tomorrow night. 1 o'clock in the morning, you see there showers and thunderstorms roll on by. So some of you could be awakened with some crackle of lightning, rumbles of thunder, some downpours overnight, Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. But then there's Wednesday morning rush hour. We're just fine, dry, sunshine. Wednesday during the afternoon, dry and sunny. Now again, can't rule out even on Wednesday a pop-up shower or thunderstorm here. But I do think for the most part at this point we are remaining dry. And even into Thursday where we see partly cloudy skies, we are for the most part dry, but can't rule out a pop-up shower or storm. In this type of pattern, in all honesty, even though our guidance says we are relatively dry, we don't rule out the chance of a pop-up shower or storm. Are we seeing organized showers and storms and severe weather out the door? No. But there is the chance of a pop-up shower here or there. Now that cluster that comes in tomorrow overnight, best time frame about 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. of seeing those storms. One or two of those could be on the strong to severe side with some gusty winds and heavy rain and even some hail. The tornado threat is really low, but never zero. But it's really low with this type of pattern, as we just have a front moving through and not necessarily an area of low pressure to help with rotation and spin in the atmosphere. So, and we're not talking about anything that happened a couple weeks ago. We're not talking about that type of severe pattern. Just one or two storms overnight that could get really gusty and really rainy with heavy lightning and with lots of lightning and some hail, small hail with it. So that's what we could see overnight Tuesday night. So tonight, 72 degrees, partly cloudy, warm and muggy. And then tomorrow, 92, heat index around 100. Again, remember that air quality alert. So if you do have breathing sensitivities, just kind of take it easy. Stay indoors if you can. If you can't, then just, don't overexert yourself outdoors. Wednesday, Thursday, again, relatively dry. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Dew point temperatures, that measure of humidity, still high, so we'll feel like we're in the lower 90s. Then on Friday, 88 degrees, still muggy on Friday. Much of Friday's dry. It's into the evening time that we get to see showers and thunderstorms that last through the overnight as another front comes in, and then early Saturday. Now that Saturday pattern is that we dry out from west to east through the day on Saturday. And I think the rain is primarily in the morning, and then we're drier for the afternoon. But look how much cooler it is, 78 degrees. And then the overnight lows go from 72 tonight and to 64 over the weekend. Sunday's beautiful, 80 degrees, sunshine, lower humidity. And then Labor Day comes in on Monday, and then look what you have. Temperatures in the mid-70s for daytime highs, sunshine, overnight lows in the mid-50s. So there's that fall weather that's starting to come back, that fall pattern right on time, the unofficial end of summer on Labor Day, and it feels like fall. So a little something for everybody here in this 8-day forecast, and I say that not only because of the humid and hot temperatures, but we got some thunderstorms thrown in there for good measure, and then we got the sunshine and fall temperatures and lower humidity that comes in by the end of the 8-day forecast and the start of September on Sunday. So that's what's going on. The big picture is tomorrow, heat, humidity, triple-digit heat indices, and then tomorrow overnight, some thunderstorms. 1 or 2 could have some gusty winds and heavy rain and a lot of lightning with it, and maybe even some small hail. But that's it. The pattern seems to be a little quieter. Remember, we are your official school closing station, so some schools are already closed tomorrow because of the heat. So just a heads up there, not because of the snow. I know it's usually because of the snow, but it's because of the heat. All right, so I will see you at 10 o'clock with an update and another look at the forecast. Everybody have a good evening.